his father's sheep. He led them to the best grass for the sheep to eat. And David kept the sheep safe from wild animals like lions and bears. David was a good shepherd. One day a lion tried to catch one of David's sheep and eat it. David grabbed the sheep away from the lion. Then the lion tried to eat David. But God helped David kill the lion. David was strong and brave. Goliath was one of God's enemies. He was 9 feet tall. He said he would kill anyone who dared to come and fight him. David wasn't afraid of Goliath because he knew God was on his side. David used his slingshot and a stone. The stone hit Goliath between his eyes and killed him. Why wasn't David afraid? After David killed Goliath, everyone praised him for being so brave. One of his new friends was Jonathan. The king's son Jonathan liked David so much that he gave him his robe and his sword. David and Jonathan were best friends. King Saul wanted to kill David. One day, King and his soldiers looked for David, but they couldn't find him. That night, the king was sleeping. David came and took his spear, but David didn't hurt him because God had chosen Saul to be king. One day, when David was taking care of his father's sheep, Samuel sent for him. When David came, he saw his father and brothers. Samuel was talking to them. Samuel said that God wanted David to be the new king. What a surprise to David and his family. The king Saul was killed in battle. Then David became the new king. He wanted the box with God's rules inside to be near him. So some men carried the special box into the city of Jerusalem. As they did, David and all the people celebrated with lots of singing and dancing. One day, King David saw a beautiful young woman. She was taking a bath in a pool near his place. David wanted her for himself, so he did a terrible thing. David told his men to kill her husband. God was angry and punished David for doing this, but God never stopped loving him. To be king instead of his father, King David one day was riding his donkey, but his hair got caught and some tree bent his donkey walked away and left him hanging from the tree. That's where David's soldiers found him.
Amen. Good job.